Welcome back. It is episode 4 of the betting duo. We are getting into an exciting time of this season. We got football, we got basketball, we got hockey, we got so much going on. So, this is a busy time of the year for sports. So, as always, my name is Brittany, and this is my partner.
Cognac.
And let's get it started. We're going to start with our opening huddle. So the first topic on our opening huddle is the WNBA 2024 Finals, which actually starts tonight. It is Thursday. Game
Yes.
one, Liberty versus. Who do you think is taking game one?
Um, I think who would take game one would be. I got the links for game one. Just the road team coming in and making a splash. I like the links for. I really like the links for the whole series, but the links for game one.
Yeah, the ESPN bet is favoring Liberty to take game one, which I don't know. I feel like the Lynx are very dominant, and I feel like they're going to give the Liberty a run for their money.
Yeah, you got an MVP. You got run up to MVP and defensive player of the year, Nafisa Collins. She's great. She's amazing. You got a lot of castaways on that team, players that's been around for a while. That they're not that they're in the collection as a unit. Their own potential is being maximized. Bridget Carrington as a sniper, Caleb McBride has been the two-way grinder, like a long range shooter and great defense. Courtney Williams, a great energetic combo guard on both the defensive end and the offensive end, very active. Alana Smith is a nice, decent big with a skill set. She's a finesse player that's got a skill set, can pass, can rebound, can defend. She does everything that's asked of her. And they're deep. Like the Liberty is deep, but one thing underrated about Minnesota, the Lynx, they're deep. You got the Fiji. I mean, outside of the Fiji Collier, you got Natasha Heidemann, you got Dorka Uhas and Xana Lassini. Diamond Miller. They got a lot of pieces that can come off that bench and contribute. That's how I feel like they beat the Sun. The Sun wasn't as deep as they were. Like you have an answer to what a lot of teams can throw at you.
Right. And this is going to be the rematch to the Commissioner's Cup, which the score was 94-89, with the Lynx taking the dub. So
Yeah, it was a good one as far as I can recall. But when it come down, the Lynx have great execution in the half court. And that's on defense and offense. Like they play great on both ends of the court, but in the half court, I've seen them defensively. They can lock you up. And then on offensive in the half court, they move the ball. They play they play to the end of the shot clock in a sense. And the Fiji Collier is usually right there with a nice little turnaround jumper from the post. I've seen she's great working in the post. Courtney is a great one-on-one scorer, and you got McBride and Carrollton as snipers. Yeah, it could get. New York's got a great team. I don't get it wrong, but I just feel like they can match up with. They got enough bigs to match up with John Quill in Atlanta and Juhas. Plus, Collier, she gets switched. That's not a bad one. Brianna, but I'm quite sure Brianna Stewart's going to draw the Collier matchup. The two UConn people, they're going to draw each other matchups. But Courtney and McBride is energetic enough to keep up with Ionescu on the outside. So I feel like when it comes to their trio, Minnesota has an answer.
yeah, everybody has to be consistent. Nobody can have an off game. They need to be in the right mindset because it takes that one person to ruin the entire game and energy of the team.
I feel like it's going to be a chess match. But I tell you what, I know who the real winner is, though. The real winner is that unrivaled basketball league that both Brianna Stewart and the Fiji Collier have invested in. That's the real winner. I can't wait to see how
it goes. Odds?
Yeah, like what are the odds? Like that's that's a crazy ratio. So I feel like now they got a chance to showcase why you should come keep grinding, keep playing all like as much as you can. Like, and you don't have to go overseas to do it. You got somewhere to do it here in the States. Like the league is bigger than just Caitlin Clark. So I feel like this is great opportunity for other players to show their showcase. And it's a 3-on-3 format. So I can show my skill set differently.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And there was a comment on Twitter that said the Liberty and the Lynx is what we deserve as after a drama-filled season. So we got two chill teams who just ball out. No storyline, no beef. So I feel like it's be a great matchup.
Yes, it's not, I mean, it's every storyline you got in there is positive. The arrival investment, the by both being a student and the feature color, both being UConn players, playing a year together at UConn, winning the championship at UConn. That's great. Like you got great storylines. You don't have like, oh, these players were in the scope for earlier in the season or nothing. It's just clean cut basketball, man. Something that they want to promote, I feel.
Absolutely. So we shall see. The next topic on our list is the NBA preseason. Now, I was reading over the Bleacher Report MVP rankings for 2024, and number one, they say, is Luka Doncic with the Dallas Mavericks to win MVP. And number two is Nikola Jokic, which, I mean, come on now. Sometimes you can't guard that man. I feel like his game is just so effortless. When I watch him, I'm like, you don't even have to try hard. And then when he talks after the press conference, he's just like, I mean, it's just a game.
Just shrug it off. It's next game mentality. I like those. But I like those, even though they both out the Western Conference. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Luca, of course, like he's Luca. Dallas is MVP right now in all sports. Luca is Dallas
Absolutely.
MVP. And then
Absolutely.
Jokic is great too. But if you come in, I like to see what Giannis is going to do this year, as
Mm-hmm.
as an MVP candidate type player.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
He's actually ranked number 5 on that list.
Jason Tatum is another, but Jaylen Brown is too, because Jason Tatum was an MVP candidate throughout the season, but Jaylen Brown still to show in the finals for the finals
Mm-hmm.
MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you got a
Number,
few who more?
number 3 is SGA with Oklahoma City Thunder.
He's
I
another one.
like that one more than I like the top 2.
Yeah, SGA's like that. He like that. I mean, he like that. He like that. He's a player that he can put the team on his back. Great
Mm-hmm.
player. He can shoot it outside, get to the rim, free throw man, plays decent defense. He like that.
Mm-hmm. And when it comes to Jaylen Brown, I just feel like Jaylen Brown balls out when Jason Tatum is not having such a good game, if that makes sense. They're
That's
never great at the same time consistently.
That's what you. But I mean, they have one A and one. That's what you call a real one A and one B.
Mm-hmm.
They're both the top option. It's just the defense have to pick their poison, pick your hand, and ride with it. Because if it's not him, then it's him. If it's not him, then it's him. They're not both going to be off. So you just pick your poison. It's a good. I feel like it's a good matchup. It's just as you say, just it. But more than not, Tatum will be on. Tatum be on
Yeah.
pretty much. But
Mm-hmm.
I think people don't pay attention to all. Like it's a scorer's league, but you got to see the difference between the two. Jaylen Brown's a great shot creator. Tatum is too, but because of Brown's athleticism, freakish athleticism, different shot creator. Tatum is more of a savvy offensive playmaker. Like he's going to score, but he's got that extra playmaker element. He can dish the ball differently. More of a complete rebounder, things like that.
I do want to ask you a question just to kind of get your opinion. So, do you think that the Celtics would have won if they would have kept Marcus Smart and not got Drew Holiday? Or if they would
That
have
is
kept Marcus Smart and Drew Holiday, would they still have gone? That's been a topic on Twitter that's just been floating around.
maybe Marcus Smart and Drew Holiday, but I mean, you don't get as far as you did without a Derrick White. I feel like Smart can provide that defensive intensity, but Smart was not hitting it from downtown the way Derrick White was, nor Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday, it was like you lost maybe a half a step on defense when you got rid of Smart for Drew Holiday. Smart to me is the better all around defender, but you really didn't lose much in defense with Drew Holiday because y'all switched D so much. Everybody can guard everybody on the Boston Celtics, even Al Horford. So when you speak on Smart, it's more about. I don't think so because it's certain shots that shouldn't. That's the reason. Like if you're looking at an analytical point, Brad Stevens said the reason why outside of him being outspoken, I feel that's another reason why he's outspoken. But the fact of by you having one A and one B and Tatum and Brown, certain shots Smart wasn't supposed to take. They weren't smart shots supposed to say. But at the same time, he wasn't making the shots, and then your own ball per like the points per is not the same. And then look at the way Drew Holiday came in. Like between him and Derek White, they averaged great assists next to Jaylen Brown and Tatum. Like, and they still got decent shots off. It's more about it was more of the pace of play, the push of play, and things like that. They got. I don't think they would have got that far.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what a
think
lot of
so
people are saying.
because it's because Smart was the type of player you wanted. It just he wasn't hitting the outside ball as consistently as you wanted. Now he have games where he goes 6 for 8, but you taking 8 shots. But if you take 8 shots a game and you making 2 of 8 the next night, it's not the same as Derek White going 3 for 6 3 nights in a row, or Drew Holiday going 2 for 4. It's sometimes less is more. The less you shoot and the more 1A and 1B shoot, we have a better chance for what they say.
Yeah, that's facts. That is true. So another hot topic in basketball is LeBron and Bronny, the first father-son duo to play together on the same team at the same time. That's crazy. I mean, that was written in the books. I knew it was going to happen when they got to his name, but it's
Bron
just
is a
like
smart man.
that's a businessman right there.
Y'all finna pick Bronny. We finna do what? Y'all finna pick Bronny. And I feel like it's a good thing. Like, it's an all around move. Like just how Caitlin Clark was selected to be the WM in the WNBA. She was selected more than just for her on court prowess. It's ticket sales, everything. It's all that. That's ticket sales. Man, like you can keep the popcorn kennel from that game. Like the popcorn coming. This was the first game. This was the first popcorn thing bought at the first game that Bron and Bronny played together. Man, that's a collector's item. Like things like that come into play. So that was a good move for the franchise. And I feel like people ain't getting him enough credit. Like people won't just because he's junior doesn't mean he's coming in the game with senior talent. No. He's junior. He's got to do what junior need to do because senior's still alive and kicking.
Right. Doing well.
So you don't need. They're like he's a point guard, but he lacks ball handling and all that. Yeah, but he's not brought in to be a ball handler right now. He doesn't have to be. He's got senior. He got Reeves. You got a few more players out there. And you got AD. His main thing is to win 1-on-1 and primarily downtown.
Yeah.
And play defense. That's it. Just hustle and remain ready. That is your job. And I feel like they're not getting more credit because Bron's still driving downhill at a great way at this age now. When LeBron get free throw line extended inward, you need to. So, I mean, it's not like he ain't going to have the wide open shot. And then he might spend some time in the D League, opening night. Bron and Bronny going to play opening night. That's a gimme. Opening night in LA, he going to play. That's a gimme. But
right.
I feel like throughout the first couple of months, he might be G League associate, depending on injuries and stuff. He might be G League ready, ulterior league ready. But by mid-season, Bronny gonna be in that lineup.
Yeah, it's just.
Bron gonna make sure he stay ready. Bron had a legendary workout routine.
Yeah.
I feel like now it's more for Bron is going to be on the mental note, and the mental note will be coaching up Junior.
Facts.
Now Junior finna go through the physicality. That Bron, he finna show him how to treat his body, how to do this, how to do that. And for Bron, it's still gonna keep him sharp. It's still gonna keep him sharp on the game. I don't have to be the physical person I need. Now I need the mental. Now I need to be on court coach. I need to do all this. I mean, he's always been that, but my son here, that's a different spot. We made him, and didn't we finna make history? All right.
Exactly. On Instagram, LeBron said, "Y'all are quick to judge my boy Bronny already. Nah, let him work. He's gonna shine in this league. Believe that. Future Hall of Famer, no doubt. Hate it or love it. The work speaks for itself. Giannis got Thanos, and Bronny got me." You speak for your son. You stay 10 toes down on your family. That's what you do.
Facts. That's what you do. Like I didn't get here for nothing. You see how I got here. And he with me in LA. It ain't like a lot of these people, kids and stuff, they go off the meat rack and do wild stuff. Nah, he right here with me on the court.
Right.
He's gonna be right here with me in the gym. You did what I wanted you to do. Collegiate, college, whatever. You know, I feel like you've done some things. I feel like that's how Braun looking at you. You done some things that's appeasing to the whole family. College, things like this. You might still be in. I don't know what you got going on the outside of it. I'm just speaking like you can see the transition of it. Braun helped him. I see the way he's let Bronny mature. Like, he didn't let him go professional all off top because he could have still, like, they're finding ulterior ways to get into the league. Like, no, go sit in you overseas or something to show your talent. No, he didn't do that. He made him go to school. That's what you do, go to
Right.
school. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he let him mature up. Now he got him in there. He's gonna. I feel like with a lot of young players and a lot of young talent, off court issues is what stopped them from growing. With your daddy
Exactly.
sitting right there with you, there's no way you're good. I ain't gonna say there's no way, but the chances are slim to none that you do something regrettable.
Exactly.
Because you're not just gonna mess up your image. You gonna mess up the throne image. And
The
that's a
throne.
domino
Yep.
effect. I can't fall down because if I fall down, we fall down. As of right
Mm-hmm.
now, I'm here. So yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it.
Exactly. So our next segment is about how ESPN put out an article about there being so many angry sports bettors. People are betting these outrageous betting slips, parlays, just because somebody goes on YouTube and say, "Hey, you should put these people in your parlay." But then these people are losing, and they're blaming the college athletes specifically. Like they're hitting them up on Twitter or on X, on Instagram, saying, "Hey, you owe me the money that I lost because you didn't play well." That's when things are getting out of hand. That's why it's important to listen to people that know what they're talking about and not just be placing a bet just because.
Well, first of all, I feel like the name of the game is gambling. There is a chance you lose. You're telling these people that you're telling this other grown person because you're supposed to be an adult to gamble. You're telling this other grown person, I bet on you. You didn't go 15-10. Take a number. My whole family, they counting on me. I'm the money maker. Like I got property, I got all this stuff, man. I got. You think that 15-10 affected just you in your $20 ticket, or whoever was dumb enough to put their whole light bill money or their whole rent money on the like that's crazy. People put it's supposed to be a form of entertainment and enjoyment. You're gonna have your percentages of people that take it overboard, but it's supposed to be a fun. Uh, in a way, get strategic with it. It's
Exactly.
supposed to be you're watching the game, you're placing wagers, you're having fun with it. And you got some people that can make it a way of life, but it's a 1%. It's not that many. And it's not due to the fact that not many just don't have budgeting reasons. Many can't take the fact that I've lost. So then tomorrow I'm trying to get back what I lost yesterday and today. No, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Thank
just
you,
that's
Yossi.
just what it is. You can't,
Facts.
you get hit and get left out like that.
Exactly. Like I be seeing these videos where it's like if you make this two pick parlay, you'll win $1,500. Okay, but how much money am I putting in to win this $1,500?
And what is I'm starting to see because now I was like, how do people pick it like on pick 'em apps? They have three picks, a $20 ticket, but the number be outrageous. Now I'm starting to see they come with multipliers. So people are pretty much giving you outrageous outcome. Like, I see on one app tonight, they have where who's the running back? Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker could go over like 120 something yards, but the multiplier is like a 15%, like a 15 multiplier. That's gonna get you some money. But if you know he's been hampered by injury early in the season, he's splitting time with a running back. Why would you want to chance 120 yards? Like that's where you go wrong. Or like it's only it's if you're gonna chance something like that, wait till the playoffs. Wait till it's win or go home. To where they finna ride the wheels on, like ride till the wheels fall off. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't do that in no season, regular season, preseason. I mean, I know I see, and I just responsible gaming in general. You should follow you some tips, follow you some guidelines. Come see me if you want to do that. But still, you should follow tips, guidelines, and all that. Just people, and then it's supposed to be a leisurely activity. Don't bet your life on the game because after the game, when the game's over, so is your life.
Exactly. Like don't be putting your light bill money on a parlay pick because now you're sitting at home with your lights off while these players that you put your money on are going back to living very comfortably, and they don't care that you lost your money because you didn't want to bet responsibly.
Right. Is the name of the game is gambling. You win some, you lose some. But the whole goal is to save your money and to live and fight another day. That's it. And people live every day like it's Friday on these gambling apps. They just blow their money. I've been
They
guilty.
do.
I've been guilty,
Hey,
but
it happens.
not to the point I want to kill an athlete. Like these
No,
athletes
you're
be
not
going
doing
through
no.
some stuff.
Right. It's
I know where
hard
your
to go
mama.
out there and
I know
play.
where your mama live. That's what they be people be saying. I be seeing some stuff. People like, man, I know where that nigga mama live. I'm like, what?
Ooh, it's scary to be famous. Scary.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to rush through this last topic real quick since we're leading into the NFL. The Jets fired their head coach, and they didn't give him
Wow.
time to say bye to the players, to the personnel, to basically get his stuff. They said, "All right, bro, it's time to go." No
He got
explanation.
he learned he got fired from notification. Ding.
Ugh.
Jets fired. They just fired me. Nah, it's more. It's I just see it like it's an early part of the season. You're 2-3. You can turn that around easily, in a sense. But they just feel like you ain't the guy to turn it around. They feel like we didn't give you enough time. You got your quarterback that you wanted. You got this. We gave you everything, and you're 2-3 now. Nope. Let's stop this right now. Let's hold on. Don't go past go. Don't collect $200. Stop. We feel like somebody else can come in and do this. Somebody, just somebody. Just he didn't do what he was supposed to do. They they feel like I just feel like they feel like they gave him enough ample time and he didn't deliver.
Yeah, we'll see. And I wonder, since the coach is fired and they're trying to figure it out, will Adams go to the Jets now, or is that off the book?
I feel like he watched the Saints game and the Chiefs game was just like, nope, Derek Carter went down and then got beat on. Nope. So I don't want to go there. And the Jets, new coach, maybe, possibly. I feel like he's trying to get something netted from the Chiefs. It's an individual. It would be crazy unless the Raiders were going to get financially compensated by future picks and all. I don't see them doing it, but you never
Mm-hmm.
know what somebody might put on the table. And I
Yeah,
feel
you
like
never
right
know.
now, if he wants to get traded somewhere, it'll be there because. But then again, I feel like they don't need him. Like the Chiefs just rolling. Maybe the Steelers, because Pickens, the way he talking, he finna get moved himself.
Lord have mercy. Just let your pride go and just play, okay? Just let your
Just
pride
play.
go and just play.
Just play. You only been in the league for a while. Devontae Adams holding out, not coming, not playing, and all this other stuff. Yeah, we know why. He Devontae Adams. We know you Pickens, but we don't know you Pickens. Like we
Thank
know
you.
you, but we know what you can do, but you ain't done it consistently. It's not like it's enough for somebody to say, hey, Pickens is mad.
Exactly.
And so on that note, high value five. So we got a collection of players here that you can either play. They got upside for this week. You know, they got they're very nice players that could go. So Jaden Daniels, or Caleb Williams.
Whew. So Jaden Daniels is playing the Ravens, and Caleb Williams is playing the Panthers. Is that correct? No, they're playing Jacksonville. Ooh, yo team. Okay, I don't know. I kind of want to go Caleb Williams only because they're playing Jacksonville. That's not to snub your team. I just feel like he
No,
may be a
we
little
for
better
some
on the
reason
passing
we're
game.
giving up points this year. The coach
Mm-hmm.
just scored 34 against us. Even though we won, the coach scored 34. We're giving up points, and it's by the air. So Caleb Williams might be a nice pick, but Jacksonville doesn't have a bad record in London. I don't believe. Jaden Daniels, he's going against a Ravens defense that's the Ravens defense. They're more runs. They're more able to stop the run.
Yeah.
And Jacksonville is 6-5 in London since 2013. They're 6-5. They win. They win. They play pretty decent in London. So I don't. I will go Caleb Williams. just because I know we're giving up a lot of points, and I will go Caleb Williams.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So next we got tight end battles: Sam Laporta or Brock Bowers.
Okay. Laporta, they're playing Dallas, and Brock Bowers is playing the Steelers. Now, I'm trying not to put emotion into it because Laporta is my tight end for fantasy, and I need him to go off regardless of who he plays. But I think I might be going Brock Bowers just because they don't really have anybody on the Raiders no more. I just feel like once Adams left, it just went downhill. There's no reason we should have lost that game last week
That
against the.
catch last week for Bowers was insane.
And the crazy thing is, I really thought Trey Tucker was going to have his show out game because Adams is not there, but Bowers got the ball the most.
He was a round one tight end. He was brought in to be that guy. But I was figuring more. Jacoby Myers Jacoby Myers is the new number one if you want to say wideout. But number one target period is Bowers. He established that last game. He's in that new tight end hybrid mode. Like he's like the Evan Ingrams, the Travis Kelce, the Sam Laportas. Like he's in that mode. And as we say, there's nobody over there like that's really generating the targets he's getting. Laporta doesn't. I ain't gonna say he's fighting for targets over there, but you still got Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got different targets out there. Like even Gibbs and Montgomery at the running back takes targets. Brock Wright, the tight end. You got a few more targets out there. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and let's not forget Jameson Williams, Mr. Speedster. So, speaking of running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery.
This is another one where I'm trying not to get emotion into it because I have Montgomery. I always have Montgomery, and he always makes me happy. But I feel like they're starting to use Gibbs more, which they should because this is his only second year, right? Second or third? I think it's his second year. So I don't know. Gibbs gets more yards than Montgomery. But Montgomery scores more touchdowns. Yeah, he scores more touchdowns.
Right.
I'm going with Montgomery.
And the Cowboys, right now feel one of the worst run defense. The Lions have a pretty solid offensive line. Cowboys missing DeMarcus Lawrence, and they're missing Parsons. So I feel like the running game itself is going to win. But I like Gibbs. The reason I like Gibbs is because if you're talking fantasy purposes, let's say Montgomery doesn't get the touchdown. I like Gibbs as that all-purpose threat. Because there's no Parsons, no extra pass rush, Gibbs might sneak out the backfield, take a screen, line up out wide and do a little something, or take the ball all the way to the house. Like I like him as an all-around threat that's going to score from anywhere. And I feel like since y'all are already not great against the running back, he's going to do it either way.
Right.
Montgomery's limited as a receiver.
Right. He's more run that ball into the end zone.
North and south. That's all he going. North and south. Up the gut. So now you have A.J. Brown or Drake London.
Who do the Falcons play this week? Oh, the Panthers. Okay, so Drake London had a really good game last week. He had a really good game. But A.J. Brown's coming back. Isn't this his first game back?
Just the fact they played the Panthers, I'm taking Drake London.
You're right, because
just the fact they played the Panthers, because like
right.
The way I'm looking at it is like if Kirk does do for 500 against Tampa Bay, Kirk can at least throw for 300 against Carolina. And Drake, the number one, he went to the locker room, missed time, came back, did more. I like Drake London. The Philly plays. Who does Philly play? Philly.
Who do they play?
The Philadelphia Eagles. They play the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns actually have a decent defense.
Do they?
they have deficiency at quarterback. I don't know what maybe the case
Maybe
is
that's
catching
what it
up to his
is.
head. I don't know what Deshaun got going on, but defensively they hang in the game for a while.
Yeah, I just don't have any faith in that team. They just got too much going personal stuff going on for me.
Yeah, and then on Philly end, I just feel like it's not the same Jalen Hurts we've been seeing.
It's
Um,
not. And why? Why is that?
it's not the same Jalen Hurts. I mean, maybe having AJ Brown helps, and yeah, he'll look for him. But the fact that Kirk Cousins played the Panthers sells me on that.
Yeah, Drake London for sure.
And last, Jalen Tolbert or Terry McLaurin.
Now, earlier you mentioned that the Ravens are good at stopping the run. However, they're a little weak when it comes to, giving up big plays to speedy receivers.
And
But
McLaurin
Talbert had a
fixed that.
really great game last week. And they're playing the Lions, which is the same thing. They're good at stopping the run. However, they gave up a lot of receiving yards. This one's tricky.
Well,
I think
the
I'm making it Terry.
Cowboys, the Cowboys are playing the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions give up yards to receivers.
Right.
The Ravens do, but I don't think it's
Mm-hmm.
at the clip the Lions do.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is a rookie, and they're not asking much of him. They're bringing him along good. He's playing within the system. They're not asking very much of him. They're asking a lot of Dak. They just paid him. They're asking a lot of Dak. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Tolbert.
Really? Okay.
Go out and say Tolbert. Due to the fact of that offense is bred to pass. Like that getting 35 plus attempts probably. Like they just paid him. They finna grease that arm. He finna use it. And Tolbert is the established number 2 for right now. I think if Cooks is still sideline, I'm going with Tolbert because Tolbert gets open. He's made a game with a touchdown. He built off that momentum. McLaurin is who he is as the number 1, but that Ravens defense is going to be stingy. And I know they're not going to ask so much of McLaurin to, you don't want his morale to go down against a team like that. Even though I don't think it's no shaking his confidence, but still, you want to put him in. Dan Quinn's he's a defensive coordinator turned head coach. He knows. Let's try to let's play to our strengths. However,
Okay.
Dallas, they're going to play their strength, and there goes Tolbert.
Yeah.
And
And it's crazy.
speaking,
Like, Dak may have a bad game. Like, for instance, the last game he threw 3 interceptions, but they still won, and he still got a lot of yards. So it's like he's iffy to me, but he's not a bad quarterback in general. I don't know.
right?
I guess
Speaking of
I
that,
like.
yeah. And speaking of that, game of the week we have Detroit versus Dallas. Detroit versus Dallas.
At
Who you
Dallas.
who you think gonna win?
For some reason, I just feel like this is a rivalry game. I don't know why I feel like that. It just the energy is giving blue versus blue. Who is who is the best blue team? I I want to go with the Lions just because I don't really trust the Cowboys. I don't think I ever will trust the Cowboys,
You
and I
don't trust the
really
Cowboys.
no. I
And
I'm a
I
big
think
fan
it's a
of
lot of people that don't trust them.
right. I'm from Texas, and that's something I will never be is a Dallas Cowboys fan. But I like the Lions. They have a good defense. They have a good offense. I like the head coach. I like what he's doing over there. I feel like a non St. Brown needs to get open more. He's not doing well this season. It's not his fault. He's not putting up the same numbers last year.
Okay. The Lions are favorite to win, and they're favorite to win by a field goal. The over and under on that game is 52.
I believe it.
52 total points scored.
Yeah.
I can see it happening. One's weak against the run, one's weak against the pass. Is Jared Goff better than Dak Prescott for 48 minutes? We will see. The next game, Washington and Baltimore.
That's going to be a great game. What time do they play? That's an early game.
Yes, it is 1:00.
That last game with Lamar Jackson, you saw that touchdown pass he threw?
That ridiculous scramble till he found the open man.
By it and find some lanes. He wasn't able to, so he ran it for a couple yards.
Justice Hill is the back. Likely in motion. He bobbles it. Scoops it in. Vacuums it home. Here comes Hubbard. Oh, he threw him away like a rag doll. And he throws in the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Caught for a touchdown by Likely. Absolutely amazing. How in the world did he keep it together and then find the open receiver?
Yes, that is elite quarterback status. I just see him doing plays like that in this game. I feel like he may run all over the Washington Commanders.
You got no faith in Jaden?
I do. However, I have more faith in Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, he's the more established quarterback. You know, Jaden being a rookie at all, he's the more established quarterback. So the line on the game appears to be, it's a touchdown game because the spread is 6.5. The over and under is 51.5. The money line favors the Ravens heavily at 300, negative 300. So I like Lamar. I like Lamar for the win.
What is the line for the Commanders? If they win,
Commanders. The line on the game is they got them a plus 250 as the underdog.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's juicy. If you are a man of an upset, or if you are a person of an upset, that's one to go, and it's a legit one because it's a touchdown game. So I'm not saying like it's not like a ridiculous spread. The Washington has a legit case to make an upset. I think they're above 500, and their quarterback Jaden Daniels is doing pretty good as a quarterback. He's gonna be a good quarterback. They got a decent defense. And the Ravens have looked vulnerable. I mean, they're a top team this year, but they look vulnerable at times. So if you move the chains, he in there.
They do have vulnerability sometimes, which this one's tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky. But we shall see.
We shall see. Alrighty, so that wraps up episode 4. We've given you our high value 5 of players to look out for this week. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, follow us on TikTok, and make sure you check both our stories and our TikTok videos for our bets of the week. Have a great week and happy betting.